What ho, fellow travelers! So, we've decided...
That was the extent of what you could do there?
Pretty much. I don't know the lingo that well to keep going.
I know, we need to watch more old movies like that. More Monty Python.
So, we've decided to traverse the weirdos. Come check out the Renaissance Festival. Clearly, as you can see. Musketeers being famous.
Exactly, during the Renaissance period.
Renaissance. They were very popular at the time.
Yes.
Heard tales of musketeers slaying dragons. So,
see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. So apparently, right here we got Ye Old Weatherstone.
It's pretty reliable.
It is. The stone is wet. There's rain. Is it wet?
Yes.
It means it rained. Oh. All right. So we just dropped our tickets off. So we're gonna head in here and see what we got. At first glance, not a whole lot. Another famous medieval warrior, the Spartan.
Yes.
I remember when the 300 Spartans took over Camelot.
Is Camelot!
Sarsaparilla, of course, being a very famous medieval beverage. I think the Musketeers drank that, didn't they?
They did. They did. Sweet.
Back when they were protecting Camelot, they drank sarsaparilla. We found the armory.
No touchy. No touchy.
You can see people have put just as much effort into this as I have into my own costume. All kinds of wares and shields. Got Link shield back there. Swords. Little green arrow running around.
The early years.
The early year. Green Arrow, year 1. Merlin right over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, winter's coming. I forgot to say that.
Again, put just as much time into his costume as I did mine.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, got it from the
Marty McFly over there. It's gone back in time. Medieval times.
That is awesome.
Of course, remember learning in the history books the times when the knights fought pirates.
Who can forget that time in history?
The knights, the pirates, the musketeers.
Yes.
Those were the big factions back in medieval times. No one
which is
expects
weird.
the Spanish Inquisition.
Yes.
Something right down there is where they reenact the Lady of the Lake.
Yes.
Throwing the sword out, Excalibur out to King Arthur, I'm pretty sure. And I actually thought it'd be kind of funny to have him dressed as a musketeer. Perfectly honest, he fits right in.
I do.
From what we've seen. Pheasant from Princess Bride. Stumbled upon another battle that's about to take place.
Hopefully this one's a little more interesting.
Yes.
The last one kind of, I don't know. They talked it out and went for Starbucks.
Yeah.
We are with the Armored Combat League. The Armored Combat League is the American entity in an organization called the International Medieval Combat Federation. Basically, it's men in armor beating the crap out of each other.
How is the points though? How do you score?
That is an excellent question. He just asked how you score. Well, in the melee, where you go, that's up to 16 people per team. You're out when you hit the ground.
Not dressing like a knight would be job
Now,
one.
these one-on-ones, you score by length. All right, fighters, are you ready? Audience, are you ready?
Why not?
Fight! Oh yeah, that was good.
I used to do the same thing in my backyard when I was 5.
Try to keep it to the middle, boys. Hit him in the face! Yeah!
Hit him in the knee.
Hit him the other knee. 15 seconds to go. Yeah! Yeah, good hit! They can throw kicks. They can hit each other in the face with the shields. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop fight, stop fight. Lost his weapon.
It's really scary when you don't have armor.
Yeah! Oh, yeah! Big hit! Yeah!
He's the only one
You can
carrying.
see the little guy has really good technique.
The little
Great
guy.
job at knocking down those strikes. Evan, left jab in the face. All right, bring it back to the middle. Bring it back to the middle. Nice. Field awareness. Okay. All right, looks like Justin is done, and we just ran to 60 seconds. Poor guy's exhausted. Give him a hand. All right. So it looks like we're wrapping up for the day because the new guy's too tired.
Like really
Yeah, that
zoomed
was-
in close.
That was a thing that
really
happened
exists. Yeah.
with adults. Now, I think my dreams have come true. My quest has come to an end. Oh yeah. I got my turkey leg. Yeah. First turkey leg of the Renaissance Fair. Not only that, but it's the last one that these guys had. The frying fryers over there. Last one I have.
The frying fryers have kind of put them out of business there.
Yeah. And I got my
Ye old mead.
ye old Pepsi. So, but dive into this thing.
How is it?
Tastes medievally.
I think you got a little medieval on your face.
It's not bad. It's actually pretty good.
It's like
Approved.
medieval. Approved. Knight approved.
By the way, medievally means it's kind of gamey and tastes like dirt.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Ken.
Ken? AJ?
I am the winemaker at Hidden Legend Winery. We supply the mead
Yes.
for the festival.
Ah.
So we also have this line of hornware. They're made in England by Abbey Horn. They've made things from horn for about 250 years. They also supply the films like A Game of Thrones. These are the mugs.
Oh,
Really?
these are them. Whoa.
They just look huge when Tyrion's holding them.
Exactly.
Oh, of course.
And, Scottish Highland horn, cow horn. They say that Scottish Highland cow is the only horn that can actually be heated and bent without flaking apart. I think it's the barley mash they feed them on.
Oh, okay.
And,
And the
they're
different-
quite
difference here?
popular. They're fully functional.
Oh, okay. You have to, how do you wash them or whatnot there?
You know, I don't wash mine very much because I just keep putting alcoholic beverages
There
in.
you go. You never let it get empty
Just
there.
warm,
Just
warm
washes
water,
itself.
You know, warm, mild detergent if you're so inclined. They're not dishwasher safe unless you use a 17th century dishwasher.
Sure.
In which case they were also hot, but it was different hotness. They had arms and hands and
Yes. Yeah, I was just thinking you just kicked your wench and told her to get back to cleaning.
I doubt they worried about cleaning that much.
Exactly. They're only living like what? How many years? I don't know, 20 something, 30?
35, I think, was the old guy.
Oh, okay.
But it was here, like back during the fur trade period. That's when they were so gimped up with rheumatism. They opened a fort, traded for a little while, and then.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
You guys from around here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna be battling here to the death. If I can ever get this thing to work. Maybe. Oh snap. It's this. Oh, sweet. The big Bertha of the bunch. It's pretty sweet. Back in the day, they used these medieval. Is your mind still going? I'm kind of speechless there, Troy.
Me too.
I don't know what to say.
I've had an interesting day.
Exactly. I've seen things I can never take back.
I know.
Yeah.
Things you only see in your nightmares.
Exactly.
Yeah, as a first experience, first time going to Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
At least for me. I don't know if you've been before.
Once,
Yeah.
but Thanksgiving Point one. Yeah, it was a little bigger.
Never been to a Renaissance Fair before. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. It's weird.
It's definitely a specific crowd.
Yeah, it's but I mean, you know, if you like that sort of thing,
Yeah.
if you like knights and sword fighting and
Jousting and speaking.
saying ye,
Yes, ye a
with
lot.
everything.
And if you pretty much just put like old to anything,
yeah, you're good to go.
you're good to go.
Had a turkey leg, that was good,
Delicious. I heard from what I heard.
more or less.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been World War G at the Renaissance Fair.
He's Troy.
He's AJ. See you later.
1800, there were nations with armies to protect the commerce as well as shipping and roads and things like that. So when white sugar hit the world markets as a commodity, the entire world quit keeping bees in exchange for white sugar. Honey became scarce and mead slipped into the background. And at that time they were also able to transport wine from where it was made, so it just sort of came into predominance.
Yeah.
So white sugar replaced honey
Oh,
a
great.
mere 400 years ago.
And now bees, I don't know, there's quite a few of them like dying off left and right.
Yeah. It's good to get both sides of the story.
Yeah.
I agree.
Media'd like to have everybody think that our food supply is threatened. You know, there's an industry that grows bees for beekeepers.
Really?
Oh yeah, you buy them. They come in screened boxes in the mail, swarms. You can also get queens, so that when your hive does swarm, you can introduce a queen and things of that nature. Normal losses in the honey beekeeping business is around 12 to 15% of your bees. Normal. So the industry that supplies bees to beekeepers was able, they were geared up to meet those demands. when that colony collapse started back in the early 2000s and losses went up to 80 to 100%, they weren't able to meet that demand. Now, years later, they can meet that demand. In fact, there's some beekeepers that don't even winter their bees anymore. They just let them die off in the fall, and they buy new ones in the spring.
Wow.
So there's bees, and it's true that in nature, wild bees are disappearing, but commercially, it's too big a business. It's pollination, over 50% of the food source.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, industry, they grow bees. They're like fake bees, but they're still bees.
That's kind of like what they're doing with like corn or whatnot, where it only works. You can't use the seed again, you know, for the next year season.